Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Two Idiot Gamers podcast. I'm joined by my amazing, my very green and very Kit Fisto-ish co-host, AC.
Yo, what up, I'm back from the void that OBS has been dooming me to for like the last hour, where it's just been fighting me on working. But also, what up? How's everyone doing? Chat, how you doing? Okay, chat's insane. But yeah, how's everyone doing?
Yeah, how is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well today. How are you doing, AC? What have you been up to since last we talked? All those times ago.
The last time we talked, I ended up playing through all of Alien Isolation in a week with Saber, where we did a tandem stream of that, which was exhausting because we did nothing but that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like a full week of just sitting there and streaming, and then going to bed, waking up early, and then doing the same thing. And then it was like, oh, cool, here we go with some absolute insanity of playing Crash Bandicoot, which is now going to be our Wednesday streams between the two of us. It's just like sick time to do Crash Bandicoot.
How did Alien Isolation go with Saber?
Surprisingly well. We basically cheesed it in 3 days on hard. We didn't play on Nightmare. Yeah.
Huh,
it was
that's
a
crazy.
5-day event stream, but we had like issues. Like day 2, Saber had no power for like most of the day. Then day 3, Saber was dying. She was just like sick the whole morning. And then day 4, everything went smoothly. And day 5 was pretty smooth. It's just long. So I spent the whole weekend doing pretty much nothing.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you guys had fun with it.
It was nice doing nothing. I always enjoy doing that.
So for me,
God is being summoned.
Yes,
by
God
chat
can
again.
hear you, which is apparently me for some reason.
What?
In case the people listening on the audio side for the podcast and don't know what the fuck is happening, we were chilling in AC stream before the podcast started, and I was in a call with him, and he got raided, and people started saying I was God, apparently.
You're the voice of God.
On stream. The voice of God.
The voice of God you are. Yes. What? But then also I go here and I go, what? What do you mean if I even loved you? Your voice
what,
is
my
soothing.
voice is soothing or AC's voice is soothing?
Your voice, obviously mine. Definitely your voice. 100% your voice, dude.
What, you wouldn't do that to AC's voice? AC
like
unit is annoying.
You see, my voice sounds like it's been run through a cheese grater. I don't know.
That was something else. That was something else that happened during the stream. People called him the AC unit, which is fucking funny. Air conditioned Skywalker.
Well, at least I'm. Yes,
your voice
you
is
see,
like
it's like a dying camel. See, dying camel.
So stupid.
Dying camel. I am. Yes.
Oh, my face is already hurting from laughing too much.
Laugh harder, you must. Yes.
But what I've been really up to this last couple weeks, I finished. I don't know if I mentioned this on the last episode of the podcast, but I completely finished Ultra Kill up until I think the last circle. I forgot the name of the circle. I think it was War or something like that. That's been fun. Basically, Ultra Kill is like a fast twitch boomer shooter type game. They're still updating it. It's currently currently the next one, the next Circle of Hell is what was it? No, not Pride. Something lies based. I forget the name. Uh, but it's supposedly coming this year. It's already been like teased on like the PC Gamer game showcase and stuff. Um, really good game. You should definitely get it. But after that, what I really been putting lots and lots of time into was a game called Date Everything. Have you heard of Date Everything, AC?
Yes, but mostly because you won't shut up about it. The amount of things, if I go near my TikTok, I'll be like, ah, cool, TikTok. Oh, what the fuck? This is 600 clips of Chris playing Date Everything.
So yeah, I have a yeah, you can ask the question servers.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Once I'm done recapping what I've been doing. Um, but for those like not don't know what Date Everything is. Date Everything is basically um a game where you get these glasses called the Date Vators. They let you basically bring an object to life, anything in the house. So if you look at your computer, you bring it to life, and it's actually like a it's an actual person that you can talk to and like romance and stuff, or you can like awaken your bed or your desk or your dishwasher, which I highly suggest not doing because dishy is like super fucking creepy. um
She's very dishy.
yeah, but
Wow, that was
I've
a
been
pun
putting
that
a lot
went
of time
whoosh.
into that game. It's like something I've been utterly like hyper fixated on and obsessed with. If you're gonna ask
I'd
me
never
like
have
my
noticed.
favorite characters,
I'd
it's
never have known.
definitely Dasha, Shelly, and then Mac. Mac being the computer, Shelly being the desk, and then or not Shelly being the shelf, and Dasha being the desk.
Yeah,
Um,
you
it's
you
like
you
I
can, but also Chris fell in love with his shelves. So like I don't know, man.
dude,
He would date his own shelves.
Have you seen Shelly?
Yes, you'd still date. It's still dating a shelf.
Yes, and I yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Well, for a start,
Uh,
all your figures would be on the floor.
I mean, there is an anime figure that you eventually meet after doing certain things. It's she's she's basically Sailor Moon. She looks like Sailor Moon, and she's like voiced by the English dub of Sailor Moon, uh, the voice actor. But she's all about like tennis.
So she's the Prince of Tennis then.
Yeah, basically. But
I see.
something else I've also started playing was Deltarune for the first time. I played it the 12th, um, and it was really fun. I'm still on chapter one. I had some technical difficulties with the stream because I'm also streaming it on TikTok. So
Did you meet Doug?
did I meet Doug? Yes, Doug is voiced by I forgot the guy's name, but he voiced Flack in Borderlands 3.
A game I have yet to finish. I get completely
Let me
distracted
look
from
up the
such things.
let me look up
Question
the voice
us, you
actor.
must.
Sungwon Cho, otherwise known as Pro ZD.
Yeah,
Um,
what am I being asked now? Why am I
yeah,
being asked
I
questions?
didn't really
I'm
like
being
Doug all that
questioned of
much.
things.
Saber. Doug
Wow,
was a bit
that's
of an
rude.
asshole.
What? How was Doug an asshole? He was a great lad.
How did it feel getting stabbed by a Sith in Episode 3? How did
I
that
think you
feel,
read that
AC
wrong.
Unit?
I got stabbed by an ith. It was quite painful. I got a lightsaber through the stomach and it just sort of tore through there. Not great, but at least I got black in before the other one, after the other idiots got themselves stabbed to death. It's a Sith, Sith.
It was crazy actually
My,
in Episode 3 how easily those Jedi got killed minus fucking Windu.
dude, Mace Windu is still one of the coolest characters in Star Wars, and I'll die on that hill. I know people's, I mean, the fandom shits on him from what I can see
I mean,
Marvel. So
I
like,
agree. He's fucking badass. he was like the only one that survived that quick little fight, and like Kit Fisto and like the guy with the horns. I don't know if there was another Jedi besides them that was there,
Well, there's
but
Heathcott.
they died
I
so
actually remember
easily.
all these fucking dudes. I remember so many of these guys' names. No, there was Egan Kolar, and then like Sensi Tin and Kit Fisto, and they all died.
Yeah, they all died, and they never came back again.
They fucking went down so fast. You've never been in there's a first time for every fucking thing. Don't even
It's
worry
just
about
so
it.
funny, so funny how
Didn't you
quickly.
worry about that? It's all great. It's all grand.
Yeah, swearing's okay. I mean, we swear like a bunch.
Yeah, no, we haven't said a single fucking thing that's wrong. We don't fucking
Yeah,
swear at all. No fucking swear words there.
dude, imagine us trying to do like a podcast episode, but the only stipulation is we can't swear. You think we could handle like a whole podcast doing that?
Absolutely fucking not. I think you'd lose your mind.
Oh man. My Doug, he is the personification of existential dread. He is what he needs to be. Nah, but I get it. Not for yeah. Doug was like a huge asshole when I first met him, but then I met a character named Lux, who is basically the light switch, or not the light switch, like a lamp. They are like an influencer type. They're super self-absorbed, all about themselves. Basically like the worst qualities that influencer can represent. And there's also a character named Bathsheba who is the Bath, and she's like super rich girl. Everyone needs to love me. If I walk into a room, everyone needs to say how awesome I am. I want to make friends, but people just can't handle how awesome and beautiful and cool I am. And she really made me hate her, because at first I was like, okay, well, I'll teach you how to be friends with people. And then I just wanted to romance her because he's like, god damn, she's like super fucking smoking. But at the end, she
So
wanted to be
you wanted
friends,
to
and
date a cigarette?
I was like, hey, I
What the
thought
hell
we'd
do
be
you mean my
lovers.
accent's gotten worse? My accent is perfectly where it's supposed to be, alright? It's a great accent, and I'm holding on to it quite well, alright? You can't say now about my accent being bad. Chris's accent, on the other hand, he don't even have a proper Texan accent. It's really sad, really. He can't even tell himself from being Texan because he don't have a shotgun. He don't sound like he's from Texas. He sounds like he's from fucking the middle of everywhere.
But yeah, like I was saying before, I talk with Bathsheba and I say like, hey, I thought we'd be lovers, and she just basically fucking laughs in my face and says, no, I don't even want to touch all that. Let's just be friends. And like, oh, I would have been cool if she just said like, hey, I'm cool just being friends. I don't really see you that way. But no, she had to laugh in my face. It just like brought up so much like bad memories, like in fucking middle school and high school and shit. It just made me hate her so much. So horrible. Um, but yeah, I just finished Date Everything near the end when I was realizing all the characters realizing being when you turn them into actual humans, and then they leave to pursue their own lives and stuff. Um, I did get pretty sad near the end when I was realizing my favorites, Dasha, Shelley, and Mac, because I really didn't want them to go.
They all
I just
go.
put up my last Date Everything clip on TikTok earlier this morning. My TikTok being Chris the Wiz, and a lot of people really love Date Everything. I've been getting a lot of followers and people liking all the stuff I've been putting out, which is nice.
I think I overcooked these muffins.
Um,
They're crispy all the way through. This is wrong.
it is really it's really nice that I've met so many amazing people through
God,
this
they're
fandom,
black.
and all I had to do was just post some like funny clips on TikTok and stuff about it. Like I there was one person on
Oh damn!
Twitter that was doing like a your character here like making out with Mac being like one of my favorites. And I was like, oh, it has to be me. And I posted my reference image, and they were like, oh, I know you from TikTok. And I was like, oh, really? This is my first time being recognized. What video are you referring to? And it's like one of the ones with me, like uh, me stroking
Uh,
Mac's hair with the cursor in the game. You know, it was like it's really funny. And then they drew me making out
you
with
made it
Mac,
weird.
and I have that forever
You
in
made
my
that
starting
weird
soon
background.
screen on Twitch. Met a lot of really cool artists.
Chris, your chat is
Really
really down
fantastic.
bad for you, dude.
If anything, series was down bad for you earlier.
Apparently. All I got are muffins.
Oh man, but yeah, amazing game, amazing game. Where and when
Oh, I hadn't read
I
that far
dibs
yet.
kit read dinkus. Okay, it looks like Cerberus dibs Kit Fisto, which is AC.
I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go what?
You want a muffin? Well, I
Oh,
got a
what
muffin.
a muffin.
All right, you can have a muffin. We got a lot of them. That is certainly something to say on a stream. Um,
You get used to it. I've had a lot of I've had a lot of like down bad people pop
you've been
into
playing
like
a
tick
game
the
that's just down bad stuff.
no, but once they tune into the stream, once they tune into the stream like on either Twitch or like TikTok, they just like completely just like turn down bad for me. I'm like,
You
oh
are
shit, I haven't dealt with this before.
Saber. You won't hear that from me now. Never. That would be weird. To be fair, Kit Fisto was a great Jedi. He's kind of awesome. Oh, I can't speak.
I wouldn't say he's the best, but
He's pretty damn good. To be fair,
I
you're a
mean,
sucker for Wookiees, so your favorite's probably what? Oh my
what
god! I could see the names of like 3 Wookiee Jedi in my head, but none of I can't pronounce a single. Like how to say the words is gone. And also, that's valid.
so
Not Kalmaka.
have you been following the Naked Gun uh movie, the new one with Liam Neeson?
Yeah, to a degree. I mean, there's Kalnaka, there's Junji, Gunji, Gunji. I think it's Gunji. There's just a specific one I'm trying to remember the name of, and it's gone. It just will not appear in my head, and
Oh
it's
my
irritating
god.
me.
Saber sent me some fan art of you as the AC unit.
I know she sent it to me too, and I'm sitting here like, why? Why does this exist? It's just a color tone, fucking AC unit.
You should do that into your reactive image when you don't want to use your model.
Maybe
So fucking funny.
Buriaga. I was thinking the Wookiee Buriaga.
All right, I'm gonna share it right now
Oh god,
for the people that are watching on the live stream.
it's so
It's
stupid.
literally titled AC unit.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
I'm just gonna
It's
I'm just gonna
exactly
put
the
it.
funniest. It's the funniest use of the pun I've seen in a while. But it's oh my god, I'm gonna stab you, stab you.
I'm just
I'll
gonna
stab you,
superimpose
brah,
it over. I'm just gonna superimpose it over your over the model on the right.
brah.
And
I can't
no one's gonna
stab you.
be able to tell the difference.
I'll stab you, brah.
It's so fucking funny.
Brah, I'm gonna fucking stab you. I will find a way to Texas. I will buy a knife from London and come shank you with it.
Such an upgrade. I agree.
I don't know. This seems like such a hardcore downgrade that I'm now just a
You are
bouncing
you are
unit
the
of
AC unit
nonsense.
now. You finally evolved into the AC unit, like you're
Yes, but
always
this
meant to be.
no, this is a down. This is a definite downgrade. My love goes wheels. How am I going to play video games with these stupid wheels?
Chris, nothing happened. Yeah, I know, right? He just like digivolved into the AC
Bruh,
unit.
bruh, I do that, I'm gonna die the moment load shedding starts. Again.
It's still the same. Oh, my fucking face. Oh,
I think Chris is
what
dying
what
inside.
what was okay? We were talking about the Naked Gun, the Liam Neeson one. Have you been
Yes.
you've been seeing like the new trailers they've been putting out?
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely need more. Oh my god.
Dude, the the one that I really liked was when he's talking to the lady in his apartment, and he's like, God, it's so much like the original, the first movie when Frank is talking to the lady in his
Bro,
house,
you can't even remember her
and
name.
yeah, I can't remember her name. Do you remember her name?
Yeah, no, not a fucking chance. But I'm not pretending to know her name. I'm
No,
just
I
like,
didn't. I didn't mean
you are the
to. I
bigger
didn't mean
super
like
fan than
as a
me.
gotcha. I didn't mean it like as a gotcha. I was like, do you remember her name? Because I don't.
Fuck, I don't remember
But like,
shit,
it's
dude.
like it's just like in the original movie where he's talking to her, and he's like explaining like girl meets guy, girl dies in tragic blimp accident, and she's like Goodyear, and he's like the worst, and
Bruh.
it's just like they're talking in the new trailer for the new movie is like, oh, she could be like a Mets fan, a Giants fan, stuff like that. She's got an arm like a cannon. It's like, don't even get me started on the fucking the AI poster, and it's just Liam Neeson, and the tagline is "No AI was used in the making of this poster," and it has his hand, but has like so many fucking fingers on it. It has like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fingers on it. It's so stupid. Oh, I can already tell like this movie is just gonna be like exactly what we want in a Naked Gun movie. Uh, Also, speaking of movies, I saw a little known movie. You guys might have heard of it. It's called Superman. It's pretty not really popular superhero
Never heard of
from
him. Who's
a
Superman? What is
from a not
Superman?
from a not very popular comic company called DC.
They really aren't
Um,
that popular though. Everyone said so they're not Marvel, so who's this DC you're talking about? I've never heard of them before.
so obviously, I'm not going to be getting into spoilers because AC hasn't seen the movie. But
Well,
I
not yet.
saw it. I saw it Thursday with my younger brother, um, and it was everything that I wanted a Superman movie to be. And granted, the only Superman movies that we've had are the ones
Jack?
from Zack
Who's
Snyder.
Jack? Who the fuck's Jack? Jack Jida. Is that who you're talking about? Jack Jida.
Jack Shitter, Zack Snyder, same thing.
Wow.
Oh my
No,
throat.
it's not. Don't be
But
rude.
we've
Man still can make a good looking movie.
yeah.
He can't write a good movie to save his fucking life, but he can make a movie look fucking amazing.
DC like the clothing brand. Sure, I
It is a
don't know if
clothing.
DC is an actual clothing brand or not.
Yeah, I
I
have
don't
no
follow
idea.
clothes.
Fuck if I know.
But granted, the only like Superman related content that we've had like in the big screen was Zack Snyder's Man of Steel and like the Justice League movies and stuff like that.
I
And
mean,
that
there was also
Superman,
there was the animated Superman.
well, yeah, but not like on the really big screen. Oh, my throat. Um,
What have you done to your throat? Why
but
are you abusing your throat? Stop abusing your throat, Chris. What have you done?
oh man, but AC and me were talking about it
Jack
when he
Finder,
was
Zack.
streaming. Uh, how bad Zack Snyder really did Superman in Man of Steel and like Justice League. And when you're watching
Oddly,
the James Gunn Superman, you could really see how different those two are.
It's odd
which is
though, because
why.
I would
Oh, go
still
ahead.
say that the Justice League Superman is still closer to like proper soups. Like the Justice League version is still closer to what you would want for Superman than the version that they gave us in Man of Steel or Batman v Superman. It's still closer. It's not close enough. It's still closer than the other Zack Snyder movies. Which is not saying much. Like, it's slightly closer because he does Superman things at the end.
Yeah.
But in like both Batman v Superman and Man of Steel, he doesn't feel like Superman. He feels kind of like Injustice Superman, who works as like a villain. So he feels like a weird cross between like Injustice Superman and Homelander for some reason. No, not Homelander. The other one,
Omni Man.
Omni Man. Sorry, my brain is. I've been streaming for hours. Anyway, so he feels like a cross between like Omni Man and Injustice Superman, and he doesn't feel quite like Superman. So he feels like Zack Snyder's trying to write like this weird Batman character in the background as well, and that just brings down Superman from being like an interesting character, what makes him uniquely interesting, and instead makes him just feel like they're trying to copy paste something a different character did better, and that doesn't suit Superman at all. And then Man of Steel does the most infuriating thing in history that will always like drive me insane. So Man of Steel has the worst Parkent in the history of Parkents.
Wait! Before you say it, I'm just
fucking
gonna
timeline.
guess. I'm gonna take an educated guess.
God.
It's the scene where Clark is talking to Pa Kent, and Pa Kent is like, maybe you should have let those kids drown in the bus.
Oh, it's that. That one's so fucking stupid. I'm like, no,
I know it's so
no, let it be
stupid.
Superman. He should save the kids in the fucking bus. That's what Superman is. He's not the fucking edgy Spider-Man or some shit like that. He's Superman. That's the whole point. Oh my god.
It's
fucking...
it's like so funny when you look at those big moments that really stand out in Man of Steel and like how bad they are, like the Pa Kent scene, and then you watch the new Superman movie, and you're like, okay, what are they gonna do to really make it stand out how different the two movies are, like tonally, and like how different Clark and Superman are as a character. And then it happens, and it's be like, oh god, this is so much fucking better than Man of Steel. And that's exactly what my younger brother said when we were watching it. I asked him like, hey, what do you think of the movie so far? I just leaned over to him and said that, and he said like, god, this is so much better than like Man of Steel and Justice League. And I'm like, yeah, it is. It's so much better.
There's also I have one friend, right, who's a fucking diehard, who was like a diehard Snyder fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, he posted some dumb shit on one of his statuses where he was like, yeah, no, it's gonna be shit, and he's like shitting on it, and I'm like, my dude, what the fuck are you talking about? You haven't even seen the fucking movie yet.
I know.
And he was like pre-shitting on it. He's like, no, I'll be open to liking this movie. I'm like, dude, you're not. There is no chance in hell you're open to watching this movie, because you've like conditioned yourself to pre-hate it because it took away your so-called Snyderverse, which all the story choices are stupid and don't make any fucking sense for, like, nothing makes sense for any of the DC characters involved. They all took like all the cool stuff from each DC character and like, we're not going to do any of that. We're going to arbitrarily just choose random shit to do with each thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so they have like stuff like say Batman, who just fucking straight up murders people with guns. I'm like, he has a giant
and
trauma
brands
about,
them and
he has
brands
like
them
a
so they get
genuine
killed in
trauma
prison.
about guns because his parents were both murdered with a gun. So he has like an actual genuine trauma related to guns. And Zack Snyder's like, hey, no, let's just give him a fuck ton of machine guns to fucking just kill everything with. I'm like, what? No. that is one of the fucking stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. Then you get, okay, I don't know about Wonder Woman because I never like read what. Chris, you need to post the socials for a fucking podcast here, man.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep talking.
So I don't know Wonder Woman that well, but she just, I don't know, she felt bland. Like kind of bland and boring. Like there was nothing interesting going on with her in any way. She was just sort of around but not doing anything. And then there's also the fact that her actress was kind of not good at acting.
Yeah, the more I look back on
Like
like the Wonder Woman movies and stuff like that, uh, and just seeing how she acted in them, and plus in Justice League and stuff and like that, and it was like, wow, she, it's not the
no,
best. It is not the best.
like it also
I,
irritated me more with like Gal Gadot being Wonder Woman, right? Because I'm like, she doesn't look like Wonder Woman. She doesn't look in any way like the vibe you should get, because Wonder Woman should not be like pretty. Well, she should be like traditionally pretty, right? She
yeah,
should be pretty in
Don't get me
the
wrong, Gal Gadot is really really beautiful, but it's just like beauty shouldn't be like the only thing
no, but like
going for your character. The obviously an actor should be able to act well and put on a convincing performance.
yeah.
Otherwise you get Gal Gadot and then like fucking Tommy Wiseau from The Room.
Tommy
Like
Wiseau
like
has some weird performances. You know, he's got other moves besides the Room that are just as insane as the Room. I need to
it
look
wouldn't
them up again.
surprise me.
He's got a few, and he made like another follow up movie with the same guy he made The Room with, and it's hilariously bizarre. And like he plays a different character. He's kind of a bit of a better actor in it, but
Hmm.
it's so weird to watch. And then so there's that, but then there's also like so Gal Gadot needs to be a character who's like uh so Wonder Woman needs to be played by a character who, or an actress who kind of gives Karlak from what's it called?
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, so it has the same kind of build as Karlak,
Oh
where
yes,
it's
please.
big, muscly, like still pretty in the face and stuff, but like built like a brick shit house. Where like
Yeah.
you can believe this person is insanely powerful and it's like strong and isn't like just perpetuating this like bog standard look for women
Hmm.
that is in all of cinema, that a lot of people in charge of Hollywood really like. And then, you can't say it's to sell stuff, because a lot of the time the people who make movies like this make things because that's what they like seeing. They're not necessarily going to make it because, oh, the audience will like it. They also make it because that's what they want to see, and they're not going to put up anything else because that's what they want to see. And it's very irritating because they're not like they don't always cast like good actors for stuff,
Yeah.
and it's just it's infuriating and aggravating, and you're just like, what the fuck? None of this shit makes sense. Why have you made all these choices for these characters to do any of this stuff? I have found James Gunn does good emotional beats better than a lot of.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
he definitely
definitely.
does it. He does good emotional stuff. In my experience, he does it better than Zack Snyder does it by like a long shot. Where you can
Oh yeah.
feel a lot more connected to each character than you do in pretty much any Zack Snyder movie. Like my biggest thing for saying that, that like where I hate on like Zack Snyder, right? Is my biggest thing
Yeah.
is to talk about Rebel Moon, which was apparently pitched as a Star Wars
I haven't
replacement, right?
I
And I'm
haven't even
like,
seen that, so I will
no,
just
there's
defer
no
to your
point.
judgment.
It's a complete waste of your time, because it's a really, really fucking boring movie where they sell you on ideas of characters being really fucking badass, right? They're like,
Hmm.
they keep describing characters as they have legendary feats, and then you're like, okay, cool, show us the legendary feats. Nothing. They're all just dudes who use guns, and they're like bog standard. They're not even using guns in interesting ways like John Wick, where it's like this weird like martial arts kind of mix with guns.
Hmm.
They just are like a bog standard dude shooting a rifle. You're like, well, that's why. Why
Oh
didn't
my
you have
god.
your guy like doing interesting stuff when you've described him as this like massive legend dude? I've seen most of the DC animated movies. I've seen so many movies, man.
Wait, to circle back, I was like browsing Twitter just for like a little bit while you're talking about Rebel Blue Moon, and I came across this one post. It's a letterbox reviews with threatening auras, and it's for Superman, the new one, and it
Yeah.
reads, "Oh my God, call me Gal Gadot the way I don't know how to act right now."
That's such a stupid.
It's so
Oh my
funny.
god, what the fuck?
It's so fucking great. Fuck. Can I turn up the mic a
Bruh.
little? I mean, I can turn up the
Chris.
sensitivity. Yeah?
Chris, project your voice from your stomach. Project your voice.
Okay.
Stop talking from your throat. It is very helpful if you talk like this.
All right. How does that? I have it all the way at 100.
Oh no, they just want you. They just want to hear your voice so they can do things. Never mind.
Perfect. Okay.
Grape blueberries.
100.
Like blueberries.
100%. What? Fuck. What? Okay. So we're talking about the Zack Snyder Superman.
Yeah.
What are your issues with Zack Snyder's Superman?
Well,
As
for
like
one,
a character.
he as a character, he's kind of bland, right?
Uh-huh.
He has a lot of times where there's stuff where he could do something interesting,
Mhm.
and yet kind of just does stuff where he's just trying to be cool, or gives off trying to be cool,
Yeah.
right? And it doesn't make sense because it makes him seem just kind of too disconnected from the world around him, so he doesn't come off as interesting around the world around everyone.
Okay.
So he feels too disconnected. He doesn't feel like, and then he's like show like say Man of Steel when he's kind of introduced as an adult. He kind of like saves people from an oil rig, right?
Yeah.
But like the whole way it's shot, it's trying to make him look super cool and make him cool as possible. And it's just like, it doesn't feel like Superman because in almost every other version of Superman, he doesn't care about being cool. He just cares about saving the person, right?
Yeah.
So like even just reflecting on Zack Snyder, on the Snyder cut, on the Snyder movies, and being like, everything in it looks really cool, but nothing happened.
There's no substance.
Yeah, no, it's all surface level. It's all like just what you see is all you've got. And like there are characters where simple stuff works and people like resonate and it's cool. So I watched a video earlier today on why Vegeta works as a really fucking well written character, right? Where his concept is really fucking simple. He's a dude who's kind of obsessed with power. That's his character concept. But the way he's written is as a way to challenge that in him, where he could be as powerful as Goku, but he has to get out of his own way. Where his like obsession with more power is pretty much what's stopping him from becoming the most powerful person.
It's kind of like what happens with Virgil in Devil May Cry.
Yeah,
because he's
getting in his own way.
Virgil's all about more power.
But then you look at Superman and you're like, this dude has all the power. He's shown to have all the power, and yet I'm watching a cardboard box. Yeah, no, but obviously he wants to find his own. Yeah, no, that's a new thing, right? But like, say you take Dragon Ball Z into account. Mm-hmm. So alter ego is a very new thing with Vegeta finding his own way to rival Goku in terms of power.
But yeah, like that's Goku, like Dragon Ball Super level stuff. That's in the manga.
But there's stuff, there's character work with Goku and Vegeta where Goku doesn't actually want to be the most powerful person in the whole universe. He just wants to fight. He wants to get into a fight, have a fight.
Yeah.
And that's his whole character drive, is to he wants to fight. He kind of makes stupid choices, and he is kind of dumb, but like
Hmm.
his character motivations are very honest and fair, and you can always kind of judge what type of character he is. He does try and do the right thing, but he will always try and do the thing that gets him a good fight. He's not really the guy who's like trying to be the most heroic dude ever. He's trying to have a fun fight. That's what he wants. He just wants a good fight.
I mean, he does care about like his friends and his family and the people
Yeah,
on his planet where he's like willing to die and like push himself to like the edge in order to like protect them and save them. But I wouldn't call like Goku like uh I'd call him chaotic good, if that makes sense.
it does. But the reason what my logic is going on is the idea that um, so the end of the Cell arc, right? When Gohan's fighting Cell, Goku gives
The
Cell
sensu
a
bean.
sensu bean, right? And
Yeah.
you're going, yeah, if you want to protect your son, why the fuck are you giving the villain a sensu bean? Why are you giving him something that powers up this guy who could kill your son,
Yeah.
right? So there's this whole thing of like, that's really fucking stupid. Why are you doing that to your son, right? He
But
just
it's
wants
in
to fight.
character. It's
Goku
it's
thinks
it's
it's
very it's very in character for him
no, it's
to do it.
it's super in character, but it's also like it's a dumb thing where it kind of goes against the idea of him being the most heroic dude. He's not heroic. He's kind of selfish, and he wants a good fight. He wants to
Yeah,
do all
he's not
these.
like Superman. If Superman was there, he'd just like
He'd finish the fight.
instantly take care of Cell in order to like protect everyone else. In
Yeah,
fact, he wouldn't even let Gohan fight. He wouldn't let any of the other people fight. He'd fight Cell immediately.
obviously, but that's kind of the difference of they do different things. But also
Yeah.
the weird thing with Goku is if people have this like lobotomy thing. He never had a lobotomy. He was always like that. If you go back to Dragon Ball, he was already like that in Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball
I
Z,
mean,
Dragon
he
Ball.
he he fell on his head when he was a baby, and then he lost his memory, and then
Yeah, no,
Grandpa
Goku was
Gohan
always kind
found
of
him and
dumb.
raised him.
The
Yeah.
and like Chi Chi just wants to protect. Chi Chi just wants to protect her son. So like a lot of people I've seen and like heard people, especially on power scaling, in power scaling spaces, right? All shit on
Hmm.
like Chi Chi for stopping Gohan. I'm like, no, she's got perfect. Given the shit they deal with, her
She's
responses are
super
fucking
reasonable.
reasonable as shit.
Like if you've
Like
seen all
everything
the
she,
shit that like your husband has gone through, and like I don't want my kid to go through that. I don't want my kid to fight all these like super powered Saiyans and possibly die. I just want him to focus on his studies and be like a normal person. Like
no, it's just fucking reasonable shit, dude.
like it would be different if Gohan wanted to be like his dad and be like a fighter, and then Chi Chi was like, "No, I don't want you to be a fighter. You do not get to be what you want to be. You want to be what I want you to be." Stuff like that.
Yeah, but Gohan never really was like a big fighter character, even like personality wise. That just wasn't the type of dude he was.
Yeah, he's like a really big softy. He's
Yeah,
like he loves animals. He doesn't want to fight. He's more like he wants to focus on his studies. Like the main like fights I've ever seen him like go up against is like mainly with Cell, and then in the alternate future arc where everyone else dies and he has to fight the
yeah.
two
There's also,
androids
I
with
mean,
one
there's stuff
arm.
he does in Super where he like kind of goes if you go past it.
Yeah, and then Superhero, which was probably like my favorite version of Gohan, where he's just trying to protect his daughter, and he gets like
Oh
super
yeah.
protective and super angry when he thinks his daughter is being threatened. That he gains a whole new fucking transformation.
Oh yeah. That's still one of my favorite movies. It's a really fun movie. I
And it's
do love.
it's very in line with Dragon Ball, because you see that happen in Dragon Ball Z when Goku goes Super Saiyan for the first time when Krillin dies. He just gains like a whole new transformation just because he saw his like best friend since childhood die.
Yeah.
And I haven't really seen a lot of all of Daima. I'm probably like halfway through, but I have seen he gets Super Saiyan 3, the one from what was it, Dragon Ball,
You get Super
the
Saiyan 4. So
Super Saiyan
Go-
4, yeah. Super
Goku gets
Saiyan 3 is the
Goku.
one with the long hair.
No,
Super Saiyan 4
so
is the
Vegeta
monkey one.
gets. Yeah, so Vegeta gets Super Saiyan 3 and Goku gets Super Saiyan 4. And those are
Oh,
really
sorry,
cool moments.
Chris.
Sorry about that, but those are also
Sorry,
like.
Service. I'm sorry.
Those are.
We thought, yeah, sorry.
But also, like,
It's
I was like, it's on the internet. No context for how they get that. No context.
yeah.
Just, it exists. It exists. You got something cool to see when you get there.
GT, that was it. It happened in Dragon Ball GT. The one that everyone
GT
hates.
story. I don't hate GT though. I mean, it's not my favorite. Like, I'm not gonna be like, GT's the best. I don't hate it because in GT, Super Saiyan 4, since GT, Super Saiyan 4 has always been my favorite, like, Super Saiyan form because it was like the most unique thing.
Yeah, it's such a cool visual design. Like you get like the tail back, you get all furry, and then obviously the personality changes where you're like more bloodlusted and stuff like that.
I don't know.
That looking back at all like the Super Saiyan transformations, Super Saiyan 4 is probably the one that stands out to me as being like the coolest looking. It's obviously like the most design change. All the other ones just change the hair.
It's more like, so the first one was like the hair. It's also interesting because, so when it comes to like the god forms in Super, right?
Mm-hmm.
The reason it's just hair color changes is because it's not technically a different form to just Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's Super Saiyan, but they're using a different power source.
Yeah, God Key.
Yeah, so it's exactly the same power up, just a completely different power source. So I always think of it like they just changed from like hydrogen to helium, and it changed the color. And
yeah,
it's not like they like kind of updated something so it like it comes out a bit better, and you're like, okay, they've just changed the type of fuel they use, but it's a more efficient fuel, so it's more powerful, and the color's different, but it's essentially the same form. There's no real difference to aesthetically. There's no real difference to it, which I always thought was kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, so going back to Superman and Zack Snyder, I want you to tell me some gripes that you have with Superman as a character, and I will tell you, non-spoilers, of course, as much as I can. I will tell you if yes or no if they happen in the new Superman movie.
Okay, Superman can't take a joke. Superman in his Clark. Okay, let me put it like this: in his Clark Kent form, he tries to
Mm-hmm.
be cool. Like he just is. He's just Geralt for some reason.
He's just Geralt.
He is.
The
He
Superman...
is. He just sounds like grumpy, deep voice, and like irritable. Also, we just kind of went back from DBZ to Supes.
I mean, originally we went from Superman to Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. This is how most podcast episodes go. They like loop around to arbitrary things because
yeah. Okay, so ask your question.
Okay, so would you say that the Clark feels like a different character to Superman? That's actually the biggest thing I'd say is the difference. Is something I didn't like in the Snyder Cut versions is Superman and Clark Kent didn't feel like different characters in any way.
Okay, does Clark Kent feel like a different character than Superman?
So it actually feels like there's a super... I need to go watch the film.
I would say yes, but with the caveat being that there's not a lot of Clark in it.
That's fine. It's more interesting to see that they actually go with the idea of making them seem separate as opposed to the same dude, and like with no changes to the point of... So like if you do that glasses thing, right, where everyone complains, Superman just hides behind some glasses and stuff. It's like, if it's the Snyder one, he just feels exactly the same. Like he takes off his glasses, and you're like, you just look like the same dude with your glasses off.
It's funny you mentioned the thing with the glasses. I didn't know this, but apparently in like the old like Silver Age, Golden Age comics, there was a thing with Clark's glasses that they were like hypnotized glasses that they'd make you forget that Clark was Superman. They actually referenced that
Yeah,
in a certain part of the movie, which was really funny.
yeah. I
So
mean, there was a weird.
what's your next thing? Your next question.
I mean, I don't want to ask too many because if it goes too many, then I start getting spoilers and it gets too into it. And I get you want to talk to it, but like, oh, I need to just watch the movie before we can properly talk about it, man.
Like a question I would ask is, do they treat Superman like a Jesus figure, like in Man of Steel and Justice League? And I for to that question, I would say wholeheartedly no. And I think that that was weird that they did that in fucking Man of Steel.
I mean, I
That
kind of
was
get
just
what they were
so
going for, but
weird.
it was so stupid. I don't
Like
understand why they did that.
I hate that one scene of Superman just floating and like everyone putting their hands on him like he's like some sort of like god figure, when Superman would be on the ground giving people high fives and shaking their hands and being like a regular ass person.
Yeah, and I get it. I don't know. It was they just made weird choices.
Yeah.
I felt like
Okay.
James Gunn kind of got the vibe of Superman better and understood the feeling of
Yeah,
of what Superman should make you feel.
so James Gunn has a really good track record because he made Guardians 1 through 3. He also made Peacemaker and The Suicide Squad, which are all very good movies and shows. Very good movies and shows. And
Yeah,
when you see those movies and the shows, you can obviously tell that James Gunn puts a lot of heart into the things that he makes, especially the Guardians of the Galaxy. Those ones have a ton of heart, especially with 2 at the ending of 2 with the whole thing with Star Lord and Yondu,
huh?
and Superman has a lot of heart, tons and tons of heart. So much so when I was watching it in theaters, I almost teared up and cried at certain points because I grew up on the Justice League animated show and Justice League Unlimited version of Superman, where he's always saving people, he's always doing the right thing no matter what. He messes up sometimes, but he always tries his best. And seeing this movie brought back a feeling that I didn't know I needed after seeing Zack Snyder's Superman, and made me realize how much I really didn't like those ones upon
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
this one.
It kind of shows you how much.
How much was lacking from the previous thing.
Yeah, it's odd because the previous thing. I think part of it was the fact that there was a bunch of people who were shouting how good it was and how it made Superman better, and I just felt annoyed by how they claimed that because they all wanted their grounded Superman. I'm like, what part of Superman at all is grounded? The motherfucker can fly. What the fuck do you want? Like, I genuinely don't understand what they wanted.
It really infuriates me when I hear Snyder fans say that they want a dark and grounded and gritty version of Superman, and I'm like, that's not Superman.
That's some
Super
other
like
dude.
Yeah, like that's like more like Batman. Yeah, that's more like Batman. But if we look at like the previous things of Superman, like one thing I've been seeing people post a lot, like on TikTok, is Superman versus the Elite. I don't know if you've seen that animated
Yeah, I
movie or read
have.
the comic.
It's a interesting one.
That whole ending speech where Superman's talking about like dreams are good, dreams aspire us to be better and give us like a more hopeful thing to look forward to tomorrow. And that's like, oh, that's exactly what this movie is. That's exactly what Superman is as a character. He inspires us to be better. He
Yeah,
inspires us to be like the best we can be and treat everyone with kindness and respect and love each other no matter what.
Yeah, he's like, if you have to explain it to like Marvel fans, right? You're supposed to get the same feeling you get from like seeing Captain America, right?
Hmm.
When Steve Rogers comes on and he's just like, I'm going to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, and like
Yeah.
I don't care what other people say about me. Like Superman and Captain America basically fill the same space as a character, right? Within their
Hmm.
respective stories, where they represent and kind of are the same brand of like paragon character,
Yeah.
where they're supposed to inspire you to be the best you can be because they are like the best human who always chooses to do the right thing, not because they gain anything from it, but because they believe and they truly believe it is the right thing for them to do.
Yeah. Very
And
much so.
I love seeing characters like that, but a lot of media, because it's run by also a lot of weird people who want this propaganda of like individuality and like
Oh yeah.
kind of promotes selfishness. They like these characters are flawed and selfish and stupid. I'm like, yeah, those are human traits, but those are not the only ones because we should have more characters who are noble and self-sacrificing, and they choose it for themselves because they truly believe it is the correct choice, is the correct thing to do. You know,
Hmm.
and we
It's
don't get
just
enough of
really
those.
satisfying to see like a really good character that just wants to do good for the sake of doing good
Hundred
and
percent.
no ulterior motive.
Like
Like
they're not.
like there's the scene that's been put out where Lois is interviewing Clark, and Lois is like, did you have any idea like the repercussions of going to this foreign country and like saving these people? And like Superman's like, no, but people were gonna die if I didn't do this. I
I
had to
did just,
save them. People were gonna die.
and it's also
And
like
he keeps on saying like a variation of that, like he just wanted to save people. He doesn't really care about the politics of the world. He just, people were gonna die and then he wanted to go save them.
he's like, people are gonna die, and I decided that no, they're not.
Yeah.
I can help, so I'm going to. And I love it. It's the best fucking
I
message.
know.
And
It's
everyone's
so
like, no,
good.
we shouldn't have that message. I'm like, oh my god. Yes, we
It's
should.
like it's just so refreshing, man. So fucking refreshing.
I miss having characters like that.
Yeah. All right, Serbi, what was your other question? What do you think of the others though? What do you mean by
The
that?
other like super characters. I really hate
In
that I
the
haven't seen the film either. Don't worry. I'm very
Yeah.
bummed that I haven't seen it. I'm working on correcting that, but like it may take a little while.
Oh, what do you think of the others?
Like Green
Okay,
Lantern.
so yeah, Green Lantern Guy Gardner. I'll be honest, I didn't really know much about Guy Gardner. Um
He's always been an asshole, but like
yeah, but he was really good. I was expecting him to be like a huge major asshole to like Superman, to all the other characters, but he's just a little bit of an asshole. But when the going gets tough, like he's there on the right side. He helps people, he saves people. He's a good guy at the end of the day, which makes sense because he is a member of the Green Lantern Corps.
it's also
Hawkgirl,
really it's also really funny because he's still a prick about it. He will save people, but
yeah,
he'll be a complete prick about it.
yeah.
It's so funny. I like Guy
Hawkgirl,
Gardner.
yeah. Go ahead, yeah,
I like
go.
Guy Gardner as one of the lanterns because he's technically the backup lantern to the backup to the backup. He was like a fucking PE teacher who's the backup to John Stewart, who's the backup to Hal Jordan. Like
Yeah,
he's the backup for the backup.
from what I understand from the comics, he was supposed to get the Green Lantern ring that Abin Sur, when Abin Sur crash landed on Earth, he was supposed to get that ring, but Hal Jordan was there, and Hal Jordan got the ring instead. Um, but yeah, Guy Gardner, amazing. I can't wait to see what he's like in the Lantern show. Uh, Nathan Fillion like pulled it off like always. Nathan Fillion's such a really good actor. It's really great that James Gunn and Nathan Fillion are such good friends that James Gunn just puts Nathan in all of his movies.
Yeah,
Um, Hawk Girl, Hawk,
Hawk Girl's will because there are two characters who are Hawk Girl, and the one you're familiar with, Chris, from Justice League and Justice League Unlimited,
yeah,
isn't the same character that's in this movie. They're
yeah.
different.
I've heard people say that. Shira Hall is the one that I'm more familiar with, the
Yeah,
alien
and that's
Thanagarian one.
she's technically
Uh,
Hawk Woman, not Hawk Girl. Hawk Girl is fuck. I can't remember her name. She's a different character.
yeah, there's like a I think a Hispanic or Mexican Hawk Girl.
Yeah, that's the one
Um,
we got. That's the one in the movie, I believe.
yeah, I believe so. Um, she she's not she's not really focused on all that much in the movie. She's cool. She's got the mace. She flies. But there's not really much on her character outside of that that I
So
could
you're
really
saying
get
she's
like
just kind of
a handle on. Not as much as like Guy Gardner or like Mr. Terrific or something like that. She's more of like a secondary character. Um,
yeah.
she is cool. Don't get me wrong, but uh, nothing really engaging with the character so far.
She
Take
doesn't.
it,
She's not
leave.
focused on much.
Let me take
Nah,
over.
don't be rude.
Um, Mr. Terrific. Oh my god, Mr. Terrific. Jesus, Mr. Terrific.
Oi!
Dare I
Don't shit on
say?
people who ain't seen something you love yet. You want to encourage it. You want people to see the stuff you love, man. Don't shit on people if they haven't seen the stuff you love yet. Just means they
Dare
haven't
I
gotten that
say?
far yet.
Dare I say? Mr. Terrific was in fact terrific in this movie.
Oh my god, that's the worst possible thing you could say.
It fits. It
It's stupid. It's
he was such a standout character in this movie. I like virtually knew nothing about Mr. Terrific, and in this movie, he was probably like one of the coolest characters, one of the awesome characters. He was acted so well, and I'm really glad the actor whose name I forgot, but he played Darwin in
X-Men First
the
Class.
X-Men First Class.
Apparently, he was supposed to come back in later movies, and they just never brought him back for some fucking reason.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. But I'm
I'm
so
like,
glad that actor came back for this movie because he did such a great fucking job. I don't need your help. I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific. He's so good. He plays him so well. He's probably my favorite character outside of Superman, obviously. He's
that's fair.
such a fucking good character. Um, Lois Lane Lois Lane is a really good standout character in this one too, as you would understand in like a Superman movie. It's it was really refreshing to see the role she plays in this movie, because I was expecting like a damsel in distress type thing, but the
She
fact that
should never have been a damsel in distress. Lois, in like most of the movies and media she's
yeah
in, isn't the damsel in distress. Like, she's played that role before, but that was like in the 70s, and she's
yeah
closer to like just she's the only time she's a damsel is if she's stuck with someone like fucking Zod, where it's like, oh, cool, I will fucking die, and it's not even damsel in distress; it's more like irritated hostage. Yeah,
yeah.
Jimmy's always been the fucking damsel in distress, man.
Oh,
Every version of him,
Jimmy's such a
always.
cool character in this game, or in this movie,
What
in this
Superman
game.
game have you like summoned out of the fucking ether, man?
Dude, they should make a Superman game just to capitalize off of this.
Oh, so you can go play Superman 64. It's fine. It'd be
Shut
the
up!
best Superman game
I
ever.
don't want to fly through rings. That's
Go
so
fly through some
dumb.
rings. You'll love it, Chris. It'll make you so happy. Best gameplay ever. It's your exact favorite type of gameplay, just flying through rings. Woo!
But Lois Lane is like such an integral part in the story. She actively drives the story forward alongside Superman in her side plot.
All right, I'm
It
gonna go
was
watch the
really
movie
really
as soon as I
nice,
can. I'm
really
hoping to go
nice.
like this weekend, but
Oh my god, when you do, we got to do like a spoiler cast of it and just talk about all of the stuff that we liked from it.
yeah,
Ah, such a good movie. To those watching, if you haven't seen it already, go see it because God, Superman, James Gunn Superman is bringing back the whimsy and the kind-heartedness and then the love that Superman deserves. And it's really nice knowing this is the first movie in the DCU. I have such high hopes for the DCU with this one, with this movie
and all the meta humans who will
going
come with it.
forward.
Also,
It's
the
going to be
Snyder
so
Bros,
fun.
the Wrath of the Snyder Bros is so fucking funny.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like I see things like I'm scrolling through TikTok and I see like people posting like their videos like saying how much they loved the movie, and I just see someone in the comments being like, "Oh, this movie was actually mid. Like it was so
It's
hokey, so dumb, stuff like that." And I'm like, "Oh
it's
my
the
god."
salt. It's usually it's all the salty Snyder Bros who are like shitty on it. I'm like, my dude, your movies were so shit, and also all the Snyder Bros. Okay, then go explain why. Then please sell me on fucking Rebel Moon and why Rebel Moon was good since Zack Snyder's movies are so fucking good. God,
Hey,
Rebel Moon is so shit.
it,
Fuck Rebel
hey,
Moon. It's a
if the
shitty adaptation of fucking Seven Samurai.
hey, I'll just
God,
say
it's
this:
bad.
if the Snyderverse DC movies were so good, why aren't they still here? Why aren't they
Yeah,
continuing with the DCEU?
because they
Kind
were
of makes me it kind
garbage.
of it kind of makes it seem like they were kind of shit actually, and they didn't want to continue with making the shit movies. I mean, like
Oh my God,
who survived? Who's still here? Who's still here? Not you. You
bruh.
died. Go.
Bruh, they're like, oh, these themes of these movies are so deep. I'm like, no, bruh. It's it's only deep if you're 14 and haven't actually gotten a hang for nuances in storytelling yet, or any form of media literacy that says stories can be interesting outside of just thing go boom. I may be shitting a bit too
DC
much on
ruled the
Snyder fans.
animation movies, but DC sucked live action. Yeah, the animated movies were pretty good. I haven't seen like the Tomorrowverse movies. Not all of them, at least, but I've heard that they were good. Oh man. Ooh, Justice League Dark. That one was crazy. Have you seen Justice League Dark?
I have seen Justice League Dark. I saw it. It's the one with Constantine and like the end of, and Batman where he like scares a ghost, which is so fucking
Yeah.
funny.
And the Justice League Apocalypse one, that one was fucking sad
They just
when they
all fucking died, dude.
when they merged the not the cyber demons, the parademons with Doomsday, and they just like completely like kill a lot of the superheroes and like destroy the earth and shit, and Flash has to basically go back in time and create like another Flashpoint universe and shit.
Yeah, but everyone fucking died.
Yeah. You know what still gets me? How Ezra Miller was still able to do the Flash movie after all the shit they did.
Bruh, Ezra Miller was a crap actor. I said, and I will not take that sentence back. Fuck, I hated those movies.
I mean,
I
I
hated The
think
Flash. It was just,
not for me to completely simp for Ezra Miller because I think Ezra Miller is like super fucking bad, horrible person.
yep,
But I think they were an okay actor. But the real things that they did, like kidnapping that kid and like basically holding them hostage and shit, and being just an all around crazy ass person, and still being allowed to make a DC Flash movie. Like I was talking about this in I think in someone else's stream or like on Twitter or something. Um, when the news came out, what Ezra Miller did, I was looking forward to seeing the Flash movie because Michael Keaton was coming back and doing all this Flashpoint paradox stuff, and I was like, oh, that sounds so cool! I can't wait to go see it. And then the news dropped, and I was like, fuck, I can't support Ezra Miller. I can't
Brad,
support
what
this.
about the CG?
Why are they moving forward with this?
What about the like weird CG resurrection of like Christopher Reeve Superman?
Yeah.
That was fucking weird and
So yeah.
like unnecessarily creepy. Like they put it in there, and you're like, why did you fucking put this in here? This is creepy and
Yeah.
unnecessary. Doesn't do anything to make the plot better. And the way they handled like the worlds was so kind of random. Like the CG wasn't even good enough to do it. The Nick Cage, dude, the Nicolas Cage stuff was so weird.
I still find it really funny that Nick Cage was at one point gonna be a Superman, and he had like the long hair and everything. And that one scene at the end of Flash where he was like fighting a giant spider, that was really funny. I thought that was really fucking
Yeah,
funny.
no, his that scene was so stupid with the spiders. I don't get why it was even there.
So dumb.
So dumb.
Well,
I feel like we've run out of things to say for now until I've seen the movie.
yeah.
Shorter episode because we've been favorite DC and Marvel like characters.
Or like
Favorite
movie.
movie or characters? Because if I had to say, so if I had to say characters, right? Let's go with characters, right? I would say my favorite DC character is probably Nightwing, who's been
Yeah.
criminally underused ever. And then my favorite like Marvel character. Oh, Marvel's harder because I'm not that much of a Marvel fan. I'm not even that much of a like I want to say Spider Man because that was the one I liked as a kid. But like the more I've grown up, the more I've
Yeah.
been like I I haven't latched onto any like particular hero in Marvel really especially not in the comics. I've been like kind of. I really like Captain America, but his comics in recent years were kind of like weird and wonky. So I was
Yeah.
like, I don't really care that much about this. I liked Venom. Venom had some really good runs that made me
Mm-hmm.
kind of interested in Venom, but that kind of faded. Like the only character I can think of who I can just like off the top of my head, I'm like I really like is just fucking Nightwing. Everyone else, I'm like I don't really care that much because the rest of them are kind of they're there,
Okay,
but
to make it simpler, what is your favorite DC hero and villain?
DC. Well, okay, wait. I still want to answer the Marvel thing because I'm.
Okay, yeah, go
You
ahead.
know what? You know what? Actually, my favorite Marvel character, I just realized, it's just Gwenpool because she's just fucking
The
hilarious to me.
the original Gwenpool or like the new Gwenpool?
No, the original one because the new one is just Deadpool, but like edgy.
Yeah.
Red Hood is not bad. Red Hood's not a bad choice, but like I don't like the new Gwenpool because it's just Gwen Stacy, but in a Deadpool costume, and I'm like, Gwenpool was way more interesting because she wasn't just fucking. She wasn't Deadpool. She was Deadpool-ish, but she wasn't Deadpool.
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul is interesting.
Yeah. For
Ra's al
me,
Ghul. That's always said differently.
for DC hero and villain, I would say like my favorite hero. Oh fuck. I really like the Question. The Question is cool. But I think
That is
that's just
a
me
choice.
really loving him in Justice League Unlimited and the fact that he's voiced by Jeffrey Combs.
Cool.
Um
Oh,
and then my favorite villain would most likely be Mr. Freeze,
okay.
cuz he's just so relatable. He's
You have a girlfriend who went into a coma and had to be frozen in ice, and then you got a disease that turned you into an Iceman. Wow, that feels very
no,
relatable.
like if I was in Victor Freeze's shoes, I feel like I would have done the exact same stuff that he did.
I see.
Like your wife, the love of your life, gets like an incurable disease, and you basically put them
Wow,
on
rude.
ice in order to try to find a cure. But you get into an accident, turns you into like you got to stay in sub-zero temperatures, otherwise you die. And what keeps him alive is just how much he loves his wife.
I mean, fair.
Um, and then for heroes and villains in Marvel, I would obviously go with Spider-Man. Spider-Man's been my ride or die ever since I was little. I grew up on the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
I mean,
Uh,
we all did.
yeah, Spider-Man, and then my villain, my favorite Marvel villain. Hmm. I think it would be a cross between Venom and I think Green Goblin.
Why Normie Normster? Why do you like Norman for that?
Carnage is there too.
Carnage is
Hmm.
Carnage is just a sadistic asshole who's I don't know. I don't find him particularly interesting. Although I think part
Hmm.
of my reason why I'm struggling to think of like comic book characters I liked is because I got really into reading manga and I've just been reading fuck tons of manga recently. So I'm like, yeah, I
Mephisto.
guess. But like I read like all of One Piece. So
Hmm.
I'm up to date on chapter 1154. I'm up to date on Spy Family at chapter 119.
Hmm.
And then Sentai Red Isekai. I am on I am up to date on that, and that one is actually really good. It's annoyingly good. It's also really short, which is nice. And One Punch Man. One Punch Man is
Yeah, One
certainly
Punch Man
a
is really
comic.
good. God, I can't wait for season 3 of One Punch Man. It can't come soon enough.
One Punch Man is hilarious though.
Yeah.
Mephisto is interesting.
Mephisto? You mean Mephisto?
Mephisto, whatever. He's a
Oh,
red bitch
actually,
who's in
oh fuck.
Ironheart.
Now that I think, Doctor Doom is really up there on villains.
Vicky Von Voom.
Yeah, Victor Von Doom.
Ah, I see. You like
Actually,
Vicky
yeah, I
Von
would say
Doom.
I would say Victor Von Doom is probably my favorite villain because he's just such a he talks about himself in the third person. He's like really smart, really powerful. He's all about how great he is and how only he can save the world. He's just such a lovable
Egomaniac.
asshole. Yeah, he's just such an egomaniac asshole. He's just so great, and I really hope that they really lean into that in Doomsday.
Hopefully.
One thing that's most likely going to make or break it if they don't have Doom talk in the third person and refer to himself by name.
I mean, they probably won't because of the style that they do a lot of stuff in for those
God,
movies.
I really fucking hope they do. God, that's like
The
such a
problem is, I don't because they're also trying to get like more casual fans. They have a very specific style that wouldn't work.
I
Yeah,
don't know
this
about
podcast is
that. I
basically just
mean,
nerd stuff.
I don't know about that. It's that they're leaning really hard into like Doctor Doom and getting all past the past like Fox and Marvel characters in the movies to come back in like a big ensemble crossover thing. I would say that they're leaning into heavily into the fans.
I mean, maybe. I mean, you could be right, but I'm not sure.
Just just
I
like
I'm
with the
gonna
Deadpool and Wolverine, how that was like a big love letter to the fans
yeah,
of the people that grew up in the with the Fox movies, like I did.
I mean, that's true, but like the Marvel's been it's had like a quality dip to the point of I haven't been interested in most of the movies since Loki. Like since season 2 came out of Loki, I've just not cared about watching anything from them at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
Thunderbolts was really good. Thunderbolts slash New Avengers, that was really good. I really liked that. I saw.
I'm kind of curious about that. I'm kind of curious to see that, but I haven't seen any of the others. And that's the first one that I've had like some curiosity towards, but the rest I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't care. I'm probably not going to watch it because I just don't care enough to go watch it.
Marvel see the dumb and they will turn towards fans. Oh.
One would hope so. The problem is every time I see Marvel seeing turning to Every time I see like a studio turn towards the fans, I do something fucking stupid. My biggest thing is I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Look at me, I'm Kit Fisto. But like, actually, not right now. I'm an AC unit because some idiot decided this was a better idea. But anyway,
Yeah, Saber.
exactly. Anyway, moving back on to what I was saying. The sequel trilogy pisses me off so much because they just like went, oh look, it's cool. Okay, cool. Let's make these movies, right? It's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then so they made episode 7, and episode 7 was pretty well received. Okay, cool. Episode 8 came out and it was a bit more on shaky grounds about if people liked it or not. Of the sequel trilogy, I would say that's probably the best film of the 3. It had more interesting ideas and an interesting way to like push it forwards. And then episode 9 went, yeah, let's not do anything with that and do something completely different and use one of the worst ideas from Legends and bring that back for some reason. I'm like, my God. One of the stupidest things they did in Star Wars Legends, right, was they brought Palpatine back. And then they made Luke Skywalker become a Sith apprentice to Palpatine. I'm like, this is the fucking stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. I hate everything about this. And then they went and were like, let's do that for a movie. I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking stupid. Can we not do that? Can we just not? Can we do literally anything else? And no, they committed to that bit, and it was terrible. In fact, they'll never correct it because that's how bad it was. It will just be the worst thing they've ever made. God, I hate it so much. And then they had just clunky everything after that. They had dialogue that was clunkier than the prequels.
Do you hate the sequel movies more than the Zack Snyder verse?
No. But it's close.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how much would you hate? How much would you rate your hatred for those movies?
So the problem is I don't utterly hate the sequels. Like, I can actively watch them and be kind of entertained and enjoy stuff. The Snyder films, the more I've watched them, the more angry they make me. I don't get enjoyment, I just get angry. Star Wars,
oh my God,
I find stuff to laugh at or be like, I kind of enjoy that. I kind of like that.
Dude, I'm just remembering a Twitter post that I saw. Apparently, Jimmy Olsen was in, I think, Man of Steel or Justice League, and he died in the beginning of the movie.
He was in Batman v Superman. He was in that scene where they're in like another country, and he just instantaneously got murdered.
And apparently, he was like a CIA agent or FBI agent or something, and he just gets
he was for the CIA, and he also got like for some reason just no attention.
Yeah, just like
I wouldn't call episode 7 fresh, but I would call it interesting.
It's just such a parallel when you see Jimmy Olsen in that movie, and then you see him in the new one, and be like, "Oh wow, they really did Jimmy Olsen so much better in the new one." They didn't just have him on. I don't even think they mentioned him by name in the Batman v Superman movie. Like, "Hey Jimmy, it's Jimmy Olsen." It's like, oh, that's just some random guy. Oh, that was Jimmy the whole time? Really? Okay. Star Wars or DC, Chris? Oh, fuck.
I know. He's saying, which one are we talking about? We're talking about Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
So
and then we moved back into DC.
And then we moved back. We're kind of doing both.
Yeah. I'm also a big... So, like, the things that I like, Marvel, DC, Star Trek, Star Wars.
I don't like Star Trek at all. It bores me.
Stuff like that. AC really loves Star Wars, and then he really loves Doctor Who.
I really love a lot of things, because I currently got into Kamen Rider, which is a curse, I would say, because A, no one's ever heard of it, and B, everyone looks at me funny. They're like, "You mean that Power Ranger-y thing?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Oh, speaking of Doctor Who, have you finished watching the latest season?
Yeah, I watched it on release.
what did you think about them shelving that doctor so quickly?
I fucking hated it. I fucking hated it. I apparently it was mostly down to the actor being like, he couldn't he felt like he couldn't do it anymore. I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah.
fair, but the way they finished his story was so fucking stupid. God, it was bad. It made me like actually angry when I finished the season. I was like, oh my god, this is the worst thing I've seen. Why did they do this?
Yeah, he was so happy to be in Doctor Who too, from like all the interviews that I saw, and then he didn't even last as long as Eccleston.
Nope. No, he lasted longer than Eccleston. Eccleston was one season. He did two.
Hmm. Damn.
Second, third shortest running Doctor.
Damn. Third shortest running Doctor. Oh my god.
Eccleston isn't
And
even the shortest.
and the first one was Paul, right?
Paul McGann, yeah, eighth Doctor,
Yeah.
who
It's
should
crazy.
have had a season, but like they sold it to the wrong audience.
Damn. And then it ends with River coming back, or not River. What was her name? She was I forgot her name.
Billy
Billy
Piper, you're
something.
talking about
Yeah, Billy
Rose.
Piper. Rose. Yeah, Rose. I was thinking River Song, but no, River Song is someone else. Yeah, yeah, Rose. They're bringing Rose back, which is crazy. I didn't think Rose would ever come back as like a doctor. I wonder how they're gonna explain that.
Yep, it's gonna be weird.
I wonder if they're gonna tie that into like the Bad Wolf stuff.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm
Hmm.
also need I'm quite keen to see if I can get you to watch through Kamen Rider Build at some point because it's going to be interesting to see your reaction to meeting Kiryu or to meeting Centaur and seeing how utterly chaotic he is.
Yeah. What is what's the name of it? Common
Kamen
Rider
Rider
what?
Build. Build is in like building a building.
Oh, the red and blue guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool design.
Yep.
What is his gimmick?
His
How does
gimmick?
he like transform? Like the one
He
you
has
told me
like
about before. Who he's the one
so
common
he
rider
has
eats like food and gains like powers based on that.
okay. So Gav, the current running rider, he gets his powers from like eating food, and it gives him little like minion things that he like can use up, and they like give him his armor power ups. And then you
Hmm.
get Build, who he builds his own shit because his whole thing is he's like a super genius who built his own like the transforming thing. He built it himself, and the little shaker. He has these little bottle things that he shakes, and then he like inserts them into his driver, and he transforms. His story is really fucking wild, given it involves a box from Mars that splits Japan in three, and then like starts a war between the three like split factions of Japan, and then yeah, a lot of shit happens,
Yeah,
man.
I'm like reading the wiki, and this has to deal with different universes, destroying a universe, stuff like that. Nebula gas.
Yeah, nebula gas is kind of the gas he traps in those bottles to transform with.
Sento, like his prime counterpart, is a genius. Okay. Rabbit, tank, dragon.
Yeah, so he
Weaknesses.
he he gets different forms based on like the bottles he uses, and each of those bottles like gives him different power ups and different armor sets, and he can also
Oh, he has like
combine them in
two
different
different
ways.
suits.
No, he
He has
doesn't have
a
two. He has
he has
more
a
than two.
tank and a Gatling suit.
Okay, so his main suit is Rabbit Tank, that blue and red
Hmm.
one.
Yeah.
But then he's also got Gatling, Hawk, Ninja, Comic. He's got a lot.
Oh,
He's got a
oh
lot of different
wow.
forms.
Hazard trigger, super
Uh,
genius.
Wait till you, if you watch the series, when you get I promise you, the scene when he first uses Hazard Trigger, like what happens will have you crying. Just knowing the stuff that makes you cry, that will genuinely make you cry, dude.
Is it gonna make me cry as like you watching Revenge of the Sith always makes you cry?
It's gonna cry like you playing through a Yakuza game.
Okay. Oh, fuck my back. All right. You have anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm pretty much. I think I've talked my way out of everything I could talk about for today, dude.
All right. So next podcast, we are most definitely going to be talking about Superman. Granted, you see it by next time.
Yeah, hopefully I will have. I'll let you know if I go see it. I'll talk about it everywhere as
Also,
well.
in case you guys didn't know, AC recently broke his phone.
Dude, the fucking my phone is so fucked. It died. It is. Yeah, I'm borrowing a phone at this point from. I managed to get a lender, but you know, I'm gonna have to return it. Obviously.
Did you manage to get like a link set up for your Ko-fi to help fund it,
Yeah,
or?
I do. I will send it. I will send it to you now.
And if you guys want to be so kind as to contribute to getting AC a new phone, it costs 6,000 rand.
Give or take. Yeah, it's about 6,000 rand to get another phone that's actually like usable for all the things I need it for. Given I make videos and shit.
And that is in US dollars $334. Obviously,
Yeah.
you guys can donate what you can, and he'd greatly appreciate it.
Yeah,
And
but like,
it will most likely get him to cry.
yeah. I mean, it'll make me really happy. But like, also part of the reason I can't go Super Superman is because my phone fucking died.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the main reasons I can't go see it is because I have to pay. I had to pay to try and like fix it, and then they didn't fix it properly, so it's still kind of fucked. Like it's weird because it turns on, right? So this phone turns on, but the SIM card doesn't go into it properly, so I can't really load data into it anymore. It
Hmm?
doesn't do anything. It's not really a phone so much as a paperweight that has lights on it sometimes.
Use your Jedi mind tricks.
You will give me money.
All right then. If you guys see the link, it is there and it's pinned. If you guys
Sick.
want to go ahead and donate, you can. AC will greatly appreciate it, and he will love you forever.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, I'm gonna yeet off, and I think Chris is gonna keep going, right?
Yeah, I'm going to end stream and then start it back up and then play some Deltarune Chapter 1.
Oh, enjoy.
Continue that. But thank you. Thank you guys for listening / watching the podcast.
Yeah.
Hopefully next time we will be talking more about Superman and how awesome the new Superman movie is. Granted, AC watches it.
Granted, I can't. I can find a way to go watch it. Yeah. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm off. Johnny. Woo!
Thank you guys.